Forgot. We haven't done this for a few weeks.
Jeez.
It takes a minute or two or three.
Get out of practice kind of fast. Huh?
Right.
Okay. Now we'll call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you haven't signed in, please do in the back. There's a sign-in sheet, and that helps our clerk and recorder do the minutes properly. Want to welcome our new commissioner, Jesse Swenson.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Sign in, public comment. We will have public comment at various times, and we'll talk about that later in the meeting, some changes we're going to make to that process. But for now, is there any public comment on items under the jurisdiction of the commissioners?
Good morning.
And when you speak, please say and spell your name.
Yep, my name is Audrey, A-U-D-R-E-Y, last name Martin. Good morning, commissioners. Commissioner Swenson, I haven't had the privilege of meeting you, but I'm sure any of these fine ladies and Mr. Jaraki can tell you that you will routinely see me at these meetings. However, today I come not necessarily to comment on it, but just to make the commissioners aware. I'm going to hand this to the secretary. She can pass another accordingly. I've been asked to put on a civic workshop for the community about how to get involved in government. And so some of those topics are going to include how to testify before the legislature, how to reach out to elected officials, and those types of things. And I would invite the commissioners or one of their representatives to be there to kind of give the 411 on how to do it for the county. And if you're making changes, that would be fantastic. Kind of the overall gist of this, and I know many of us have been working on this for years, as we hear routinely from the public that they're not, they don't feel connected to the government, they don't feel connected, or they don't know how to participate, and then we have some decorum issues, and kind of it just kind of snowballs from there, as we all know. So my New Year's resolution this year is to try to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, and so this is part of how we're going to do that. So not necessarily a comment, but just wanted to invite you to that as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other public comment? Any other public comment? Seeing no other public comment. Eric, did you have public comment?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to give you a chance, Eric. You want to think about it?
Yeah.
First thing on the agenda is the election of the officers. Each year we have the opportunity to change chairman and vice chairperson. And that's what we're going to do first thing this morning. Jesse, do you have any thoughts on that?
I would like to make a motion to elect Commissioner Rick Meyer as the chairperson.
And I will second that. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? All those in favor of appointing Commissioner Lindsay Rick Meyer as chairperson signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I
Those
think.
opposed, same sign. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pass this on down.
Oh, boy. I just want to bang on it. All right. Everybody bear with me, as this is my official first time chairing. And, you know, just a little grace is good. I will get through it. And I apologize in advance if I talk too fast. I tend to do that at times. All right. So we need to elect a vice chair.
I would also like to move that we elect Commissioner Randolph as vice chair.
I will second that. Okay, there's been a motion and a second to elect Commissioner Randolph as vice chair. All in favor, say aye. Oh, yeah, sorry. Is there any public comment? Thank you. Any public comments? Any public comment? Okay. All in favor to elect Commissioner Randolph as vice chair, please say aye.
Aye.
All against? Good. Motion has passed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Commissioner Randolph. All right. First on the agenda today, well, after the election of officers, is a discussion decision, Broadwater County Search and Rescue Resolution declaring tangible personal property owned by Broadwater County to be surplus property and authorizing the disposal of that property. So, Search and Rescue has some equipment that they need to get rid of desperately. It's kind of outdated. I think one of the snowmobiles no longer even runs. Obviously, there's a government process to this that takes a little bit longer than it needs to, but we have gone through everything. First step would be declaring the surplus property, and second step will be taking those items to auction. What we have right now in Exhibit A, this is posted on the website, a 2000 Yamaha snowmobile, a 1998 Yamaha snowmobile, 1998, a second 1998 Yamaha snowmobile, a 1995 Yamaha snowmobile, a trailer, which is non-commercial, 8 feet wide, 8 feet long, and then a second trailer, also non-commercial, 8.4 wide and 12 feet long. So these will all be declared surplus property, which means that they are all valued under $2,500. I believe Mr. Crush, who is the president of our search and rescue group, could maybe, do you have anything you want to expand on? No? Not feeling talkative today? Okay. So yes, we need to approve the resolution and we can go ahead and move forward. Would you like me to read the resolution into the record?
That's been our practice.
All right. A resolution declaring tangible personal property owned by Broadwater County to be surplus property and authorizing the disposal of that property. Whereas Broadwater County owns various vehicles and equipment shown in Exhibit A attached hereto. Whereas this property is no longer needed for use by Broadwater County. Whereas it is in the best interest of Broadwater County that the vehicles and equipment be declared surplus property and disposed of at public auction. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Broadwater County Commission, Montana, the personal property described above and on Exhibit A is declared surplus property. Be it further resolved that the vehicles and equipment that are valued less than $2,500 are authorized to be disposed of through consignment at public auction as allowed by Montana Code Annotated 7-8-2217. Be it further resolved that the vehicles and equipment that are valued at more than $2,500, the sale will be at public auction as required by Montana Code Annotated 7-8-2212. If no bidder offer is made, the Broadwater County Commission may sell the property at private sale as allowed in Montana Code Annotated 7-8-2218. Be it further resolved that since the vehicles and equipment will be sold at public sale, the notice will be given according to Montana Code Annotated 7-1-2121. Passed and effective by the Broadwater County Commission, Montana, the state. Is there any thoughts on that?
Madam Chairman, there's a typo on there that I just noticed.
Where is it?
The second page, it says May of 2025.
It does.
And we're not there yet.
No, kind of rushing.
So just a small typo that we can fix later.
Okay.
And then my other question is this going to be sold through Tate Auctions or Pate Auctions?
As far as I know, that is the plan to use paid auction. And they don't currently have a auction set up at this time. It will probably be spring, but they will take the equipment off the premises, which I think will help search and rescue out considerably.
Perfect.
Just with
Thank
space.
you.
Sure.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay. Do we have a motion?
I would move to approve the selling of personal property owned by Broadwater County to surplus property and authorizing disposal of the property as shown on Exhibit A.
I will second that.
Okay. Is there any, we have a resolution, a motion declaring personal property owned by Broadwater County to be surplus property and authorizing the disposal of that property as listed on Exhibit A. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Okay, no public comment. All in favor? You say aye.
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 Aye. All against? Okay. Congratulations, Mr. Crush. You're gonna
Thank you very much.
get that stuff out of there.
All right.
All right, next on the agenda, we have solid waste canister rental agreement, but I believe we are going to table that until a later date. We have some legal things we need to work out on that agreement. TJ, do you have any comments on that? Did you want to make any comments? Okay. We are just a touch ahead. Do we have any minutes? We have a lot of claims. Claims are going to take a few minutes, probably longer than we have.
You're going to do one or two?
Yeah, we can do one or two. That's true. Let's do that. All right. First claim we have is for the amount of $48,331.76.
I would move to approve the claims in the amount of $48,331.76.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve claim for $48,331.76. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing no public comment, all in favor of approving claims for $48,331.76, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the second claim we have is for $17,669.36.
I move to approve the claim in the amount of $17,669.36.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve a claim for $17,669.36. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? All right, all in favor of approving claims for $17,669.36, please say aye.
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 Okay. Okay, 10:15, we'll go to the next agenda item. Discussion decision, TJ Gravely, Public Works Director, resolution for annual temporary closure of designated county roads in Broadwater County.
Good morning, Commissioners. Happy New Year. TJ Gravely, Public Works Director. So to start with, December 19th, property owner contacted our office and wanted to have some sort of input as far as what they could do with the temporary closure of a mountain road. And I give them the procedures of how it needs to go through. I have actually talked to all 4 landowners in the area. I have talked with the Forest Service, and what they wanted to do is they wanted to basically protect their land more than anything. Up in the Pole Creek area, people drive off roads. Basically what it is you have horn hunters going up there, not staying on designated roads. traveling off into farmers' pastures and tearing them up. So this resolution was actually developed with the assistance of Deputy County Attorney Minor. And through resolution, it looks like the county commissioner has jurisdiction over this property, or over this decision. So if you guys don't have any questions moving forward, you do have maps in front of you where this will be affected. And if you don't have any questions, I'll read this resolution.
I don't have any.
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Resolution for annual temporary limitations on traffic on designated county roads in Broadwater County. Whereas the Broadwater County Board of County Commissioners is responsible for the maintenance of the county roads under its jurisdiction. Whereas beginning on, we haven't set the date, but I'm going to say December 31st through May 15th. And continuing on through May 15th, the county roads are most susceptible to damage. Therefore, this temporary closure is necessary for an annual basis. And whereas Montana Code 714-2127 states the Board of County Commissioners may, in its discretion, limit or forbid temporarily any traffic or class of traffic on county roads or any part of the county road when it is necessary in order to preserve or repair the roads. Be it hereby resolved that in order to preserve the county roads during the winter weather and pursuant to 714-2127 MCA, the Broadwater Board of County Commissioners hereby close Pole Creek Road 1/2 a mile above the intersection of Pole Creek Road and Quarter Circle Road. It is further resolved that this annual temporary closure on the 31st of December and ends when lifted by the Broadwater County Commissioners on the 15th of May, whichever is later. Do you have any questions on this?
I don't have any questions on
I
it.
don't think so.
Madam Chairman, I do.
Oh,
I just want to be clear with the public. This will be annual unless we change it, correct? So we're not
Annual
gonna go
unless
through
the
this
commission changes it or it is brought to us to be brought before you guys again by the landowners. Apparently this has been going on for quite some time and they just decided to act on it now.
And everybody in the office knows I'm not a great writer, but I'm a pretty good proofreader, and I missed another one. So I will take the blame for it. On the title of this, the word temporary is misspelled. So we will fix that. I've not been doing my job over the holidays. I apologize.
It's early.
so much
But
pressure on
I
you.
know.
Right?
So much
But the
pressure on you.
rest of it,
We all read
is
that.
spelled
We
right.
all
Yeah.
read that 17 times and didn't see the missing piece.
And I
so
didn't see it till.
And I do believe Commissioner Rickmeyer has the one to sign.
that's all right. We're gonna have to do a new
We're
one.
going to have to do.
We'll have to do a new
I
one.
will-
Sorry.
I will pick up my duties.
It's all right.
Proofreader.
I'm making notes that all the ones we have to go back and sign because we need to make some edits. Okay.
So, Madam Chairman, I have another question.
Yes.
TJ, are there any other roads that the county closes on a seasonal basis due to the same kind of issues?
Not yet.
Okay.
When I was talking with landowners on this issue, they have some that they think this one may affect, where people are going to try to drive around to get in through another area to get up into the Pole Creek Basin. So
Okay.
I guess we'll cross that as we go. Most of the roads are open except through the Forest Service. Forest Service gates everything up.
Can people get in there? Is there another way to get in there so
On
they
foot.
can? What's that? Just on,
On
foot?
foot
So
or
just park
horses.
and walk.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
Motorized vehicles, no.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We have a motion.
I would move to approve the resolution for the annual temporary limitation on traffic on designated county roads in Broward County, specifically Pole Creek.
Okay.
I will second that motion.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second to approve the annual temporary limits of traffic on designated county roads in Broadwater County, specifically on Pole Creek Road. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as there's no public comment, all in favor of approving the resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
All against? I forgot to say aye. Aye. Sorry. I'll get the hang of this. Okay, motion passes. Okay, next on the agenda, we have discussion decision, State of Montana's standard lease contract between the Department of Justice, Motor Vehicle Division, and Broadwater County. So the DMV, in case anyone doesn't know, we allow them, or actually, they graciously come to Broadwater County once a week and use space downstairs in the courthouse. I believe on the DMV website you can actually sign up for appointment times specifically for when they are here. They do that on Thursdays. We do not charge them for that service because it is a huge service to everyone in the county to not have to drive into Helena or Bozeman. There is a link on our website to get to the DMV so that people can schedule appointments. I don't know if anyone else has any other comments they wanted to make on this particular contract. I forgot to add, it is a 4-year term effective January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029, unless terminated for a different reason provided in the listed sections. But again, we do not charge them for that space. They come and set up downstairs and very graciously serve the public here. Any comments?
Madam Chairman, I would just add they are here on Thursdays, and only on Thursdays.
Only on Thursdays, that's correct. Okay. Is there a motion?
I would move to approve the contract between Department of Justice, Motor Vehicle Division, and Broadwater County for the lease from January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029.
I second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the State of Montana standard lease contract between Department of Justice, Motor Vehicle Division, and Broadwater County, effective January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as there's no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes. Okay, on to the fun stuff. So we've got some annual resolutions that we need to go through. We do this every year, just on resolutions and policies for 2025. The first resolution we have is the resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel. And I made a note that we do use the state rates. Those are updated annually, and the IRS sets the mileage reimbursement rates. I think we had previously said we will not be reading all of these. It might put everyone to sleep, as one of them is about 8 pages long. So they are pretty short. They are going to be on our website. You can see them all. They're listed with the agenda items right now, but they'll also be posted, okay, for anyone who wants to see these. So again, the first resolution is the resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel. And again, we do this based off of section 2-18-501-502 in Montana Code annotated. Commissioners, any thoughts on this one?
No.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I would move to approve the resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel.
I second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the resolution establishing mileage, lodging, and per diem rates for Broadwater County business travel. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Seeing no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Gosh, okay, I gotta get used to that. All against? Okay. All right, motion passes. And you know what, we can sign these ones. Debbie, you didn't find any?
I have not. And I've read them several times, so. I guess I would just quickly add, I meant to do this. It also lists the holidays when the offices are closed.
On that one, or
Yes.
the next one?
No, on this one, the second page.
Oh, the next one that we're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm looking ahead. Because I'm trying to now edit and proofread.
No,
You know,
it's
you
all
guys
right.
have made me nervous.
It's like, I swear that one was the
No,
same page.
you're right.
Okay.
You're exactly right.
Right, thank you. Okay, that one's done. The second resolution is a resolution establishing hours of operation for Broadwater County offices. Again, we use MCA for this. This will be on the website. It establishes hours for all our departments and as well lists out the holidays. Which, would you like me to read the holidays?
No, I don't. I think
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay. They are on there, and some of the county holidays are a little different than the state holidays. So, if you have a question if the county is going to be open, please go to our website and check that. Any other thoughts on this one? Okay, is there a motion?
I would move to approve the resolution establishing hours of operation for Broadwater County offices.
I'll second that. Second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the resolution establishing hours of operation for Broadwater County offices. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Seeing as there is no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, resolution passes. Okay, next resolution is a resolution establishing regular meeting dates of the Broadwater County Commission. Something I'll add to this one is that we normally meet on Wednesdays. Obviously, if there's a holiday, Monday is our backup commission meeting day, so we will at times meet on Monday, or if we have extra lot going on, we might have a separate meeting on Mondays as well. Again, all those meetings are posted well in advance, and officially we use the website. We post our meetings also at the courthouse bulletin at the Flynn building here, and we will now be posting anything noticing meetings in the at the city hall as well.
For revised agendas.
For revised agendas,
Yes.
thank you. Okay. Is there any other thoughts on this one? Anyone?
The website's the new website, correct? Or are they still doing both?
No, I think we have a banner on the old website that says, please go to the new website. I know Ken was looking in to see if there was any way Civic Plus would forward anyone looking to go to the old website. It would connect you to the new website, but I'm not sure they will do that for us. So there is notice on there that to please use the new website, which is broadwatercountymt.gov. Okay, anything else? Okay. Is there a motion?
I would move to approve the resolution establishing regular meeting dates of Broadwater County Commission.
I will second that.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve the resolution establishing regular meeting dates of the Broadwater County Commission. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as there is no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we're the 8th, right? 8th day? Yes. Okay, resolution number 4. Broadwater County Commission meeting agenda and open meetings policy. This one's a little bit longer. I think Commissioner Randolph, we said we were going to talk a little bit more about public comment and some different things. We can do it in this one, or we can do it in the next one on public process. What do you?
Whatever you, or completely separately.
Okay.
Whatever you.
Yeah, we can address it twice too. I don't think it hurts. So this is a good resolution just on what to expect at the meetings, how to participate in the commission meetings, and how to check and see what's going on the agendas, and really the difference between the public hearings and public notices. Is there any other comments on this one?
I guess I would just add, we put our commission meeting agendas in the newspaper, into MT43 News. Their deadline is as soon as we get done with this meeting. So sometimes there are revisions. So if you're looking at the newspaper, there's no way to tell if that, we send it to them. So look on our website, and Daleen does a great job emailing. If you're on our email list, you will get the revised. But I just don't want somebody to look at the paper, which the paper does a great job for us. But sometimes agendas are revised, and that will not be in the newspaper.
Correct. Okay. Is there a motion?
I'd move to approve the resolution establishing meeting agenda and open meeting policy.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to establish Broadwater County Commission meeting agenda and open meetings policy. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment?
I'm going to add something. Sorry, I
Yes.
forgot about it till now. Sometimes we receive public comment and people can't come to the meeting. If you write us or email us, we need to get that in time. We can't get a written or an email at 9 o'clock in the morning for 10 o'clock. So we have placed a deadline of 5 p.m. the day prior to receiving that. And I apologize, I meant to point that out earlier.
And it does specify, to add to what you're saying there, Commissioner Randolph, anonymous submissions
Right.
will not be accepted. So we will need your information when you submit those.
And that includes your address.
Yes. Okay. There's been a motion, a second, and public comment on the Broadwater County Commission meeting agenda and open meetings policy. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, last resolution we have, annual resolution, is the resolution establishing Broadwater County Public Process Policy. So a little bit similar to the previous one, however, much more specific, talks about public participation in the meeting. presenting to the commissioners when you're speaking at our meetings, how to make public comment, and just basically the decorum of the meeting. We did in here, and I'm trying to find it. I should have highlighted it. We were talking about limiting public comment in the interest of keeping meetings on track, and we don't have much public comment that goes too long. We did talk with Mako and the other counties, and limiting public comment to 5 minutes. It just keeps things on track. Again, that's a bigger issue if we have multiple people in for something, because the meeting can end up, going off track pretty easily, and we definitely want to respect everyone's time who is at the meeting, keep it on track. We are also always happy to discuss in more detail anything at the meeting with people offline if they, want to contact us, email us on the phone, send in written comment. I think also something we discussed as well, and something that's in this, I think it's no, never mind. It's not in the resolution. It's something different. Did you have anything else to add, commissioners?
Of course I do.
Please do, because I won't remember everything.
A couple things, and we will try to do a better job of telling people this ahead of time on agenda items that we do get a crowd. If you are speaking, as Commissioner Rittmeyer said, please say your name, spell it, and you are speaking directly to the chairperson. We ask anybody from the public not to ask any other staff or anybody in the audience. We want to eliminate the go back and forth dialogue between who's ever speaking and the audience. If it's up to the chairperson to address somebody in the audience, if she feels they have something to add to it.
That's standard operating procedure,
yes.
too, for Robert's Rules. That's not something the county's making up. That is standard procedure. It goes
even if
through
you
the
want
chair.
to ask one of us, it goes through the chair. We're pretty lax about it, but and then if you're on those topics that we do get a crowd, and we get a lot of public comment, if Joe says XYZ and you want to say XYZ too, unless you have something different, just please come to the podium, say your name, go through the process, and say, I agree with Joe. And maybe you have something to add. But if you're saying the exact same thing, we want to know that you agree. We want to know that Joe has supporters, or his topic does, but there's no need to say the exact same thing. The other thing that I had notes on is, and it's always confusing for people, and we struggle with it too, public comment is public comment. It's not a Q&A. From time to time, the chairperson may answer your public comment, but it is public comment for a reason. We take it seriously. If you have public comment and you want to further develop it, the process would be to reach out to the chairperson or one of us and get on an agenda item if the chairperson so chooses. So I know that's always difficult for people. They think it's a time to ask questions, they get answers. It's really not. And again, that's just not us. That's MCA and MACO's guidance.
Well, and I would say, additionally, like if people come in asking questions and they want an answer on things, we aren't prepared for it. So we're not always going to have the information needed to have that dialogue. So again, it is a comment, and if you wanted to take that offline to get your questions answered, to hear us respond, it's going to probably be in a different venue, or it might end up being an agenda item where there's more discussion. When you sign in, I think also in here we're asking to please include addresses. You might have said that already, I'm sorry. And I think we have a couple things we want to keep educating people as they come to meetings. And I won't go over everything right now, but we'll remind people at the beginning of the meeting kind of how it's going to flow with public comment, when you can make public comment, and when we ask for public comment. I think people tend to worry that we do a motion and a second and we're going to vote and that's it. They don't realize that there's going to be a public comment period, and that second actually opens up the public comment period. So,
And I guess I had one more thing. I'm glad you brought that up. And I've heard it through the years. and I didn't understand it fully until I became a commissioner. If I make a motion, it does not mean I'm going to vote yes for it.
Correct.
And if somebody makes a second, it does not mean they're going to vote yes for it. It's a process, it's a procedure to get the public process going. A lot of people, if you haven't been in this world yet and you come to public speak, and we should repeat that often, because
Yeah.
I'm often asked that. Just because I make a motion, I might vote against it.
Well, I think it's intimidating when people come for their
Right.
first time to a public meeting and they have to speak and they're not really sure what the decorum is. So we'll just keep reminding people.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
can I comment?
Yes, ma'am, please do.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Angie Paulson, Broadwater County Clerk and Recorder, and I just want to add on to what Commissioner Randolph was saying about stating your first and last name and then spelling it. That helps with the minutes, and it also helps with people watching online. So I would add to that you say who you're with or who you're representing, because although the commissioners may know, or our county attorney may know, or I might know who you represent, somebody listening online might not know. So it's good to say that, state that clearly who you're with. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Okay, any other thoughts? Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll move to approve the resolution establishing Broadwater County public process policy.
I will second that motion.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve the resolution establishing Broadwater County public process policy. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Seeing as there is no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. Sir? Okay, last on the agenda, we've got discussion, decision, county board letters of resignation and letters of interest and recommendations. Okay, we've got a few. I will start this off by saying we have a lot of boards that need people, and please check our list online. We love our volunteers. They give a great amount of time. They represent the community, and they are really pivotal in making things work in this county. I think, how many boards do we have? 18 boards in total?
I have no idea.
I think 18?
Sounds about right.
20, okay.
A lot.
Somewhere in there.
A lot,
It's a lot,
a
yeah.
lot. Okay, so a lot of them are really crucial. People work really hard to meet our community's needs and help us make decisions. Okay, the first letter I have is for the trust board. Let's see if I can pull this up. It is from Doug Brecker. Dear Broadwater County Trust Board and County Commissioners, I've been a member of the Trust Board for several years and would like to be considered for another 3-year term. I bring experience as a resident who utilizes many of the recreational opportunities in the county. With the substantial growth Broadwater County has been experiencing, there will be many challenges to preserve the recreational spaces in place for future generations. I want to continue to support Broadwater County and the Trust Board as an active member of the Trust Board. I appreciate your consideration, Doug Brecker. And he was recommended, this letter was approved and recommended by the Trust Board at their meeting in December. Anybody have any comments? Thoughts? Okay, is there a motion?
I would move to approve Douglas J. Brecker for the trust board for a 3-year term.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve Douglas J. Brecker to the trust board for a 3-year term. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as there is no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion passes. Okay, second I have the airport board, and sorry I was a little out of order. Airport board. The airport board has 2 letters. Both of these were recommended to the commissioners for their board positions, and I believe their continuation. Both members have been on the board previously. They were recommended at the December meeting. The first one is from Adam McDonald. It's Airport Board Letter of Interest, Broadwater County Commissioners and Airport Board. I am writing to express my interest in continuing to serve as a member of the Broadwater County Airport Board. I have been a member of that body since 2016 and have served as chairman since June of 2021. I wish to continue to serve in that role if the board and commissioners conclude that I can bring a positive contribution. Thank you for your consideration. Do we want to do one at a time or both? Yep.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Any thoughts on the airport board?
I would move to approve Adam McDonald to the airport board for a 3-year term.
I will second that.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second to approve Adam McDonald to the airport board for a 3-year term. Is there any public comment? Any public comments? Any public comment? Seeing as there's no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the motion passes. The second airport board letter is from Jess Lancello to the Broadwater County Airport Board. Please consider this my request to extend my board position on the Broadwater County Airport Board. It has been a pleasure serving Broadwater County for the past 3 years as a board member on the airport board. I've enjoyed getting to know the process required of the board along with making decisions that impact the future of our county airport. Many exciting changes are ahead for our small airport, and I look forward to working with not only the board members, but also the community and making it the best it can be. I continue to work as a first officer for Delta Airlines flying the Boeing 737 and continue to feel my experience will benefit the board. Although there are times I am physically absent from the meetings, I try hard to accommodate at least a phone call in to contribute monthly. Please consider me for renewal of an airport board position. Sincerely, Jessica Lancello. Any thoughts? No? Is there a motion?
I would move to approve Jessica Lancello for the airport board.
And I think it's, could you specify?
A 3-year term. 3-year term. Yes,
Thank you.
sorry.
I was waiting for Debbie to second.
I'm sorry.
I'm here.
I
It's
was
okay.
writing.
It's okay.
I second that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve Jessica Lancello to the Broadwater County Airport Board for a 3-year term. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as there's no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the motion passes. Okay, I have next Fair Board. And I think with the Fair Board, we have a couple people whose terms were expiring at the same time. I think we needed to state how long their terms are going to be, and I don't know if we were going to do 3-year term, if they were 3-year terms again, or 2-year terms.
If I may, in her letter,
Yes.
she says a 2-year term. I don't know if that's correct or not. Val's letter states a 2-year term, so I'm not sure if that's.
Okay. Okay. I was reading Karen's and thinking it was Val's. Okay, perfect. So Val would be 2 years. Val will be 2 years, and then Taylor has been on for 3 years. If her term would we do another 2 more 3-year terms? Would that be?
I don't know the board makeup and their other expiration dates, so
I don't want them to.
I would assume so, but I don't work with that board, so I don't know how they're staggered.
Let's do a 2, a 3, and a 3, and then if there's an issue, Commissioner Swenson, you are now working with the Fair Board, and maybe you could let us know
Yeah,
if there's
will.
an issue or anything that needs to change. Okay. Okay, first one is from Val Hornsfeld, excuse me. I'm hoping to remain on the Fair Board. I understand that the board may be going on staggered terms. I would take a 2-year term.
I would move to approve Val Hornsfeld for a 2-year term on the Fair Board.
I second that.
There's a motion and a second to approve Val Hornsfeld for a 2-year term on the Fair Board. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing as no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes. So 2-year.
Member Chairman, I have a question. On the Fair
Yes, ma'am.
Board, we have 3 letters. Do they have 3 openings?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, they do.
perfect.
I think that was the concern on the terms. We didn't want everybody expiring at once, but. Okay, second letter is from Taylor Snap. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as a formal expression of my interest in continuing my position on the Broadwater County Fair Board. Over the last 3 years and 2 fairs, I have thoroughly enjoyed serving as the open class supervisor and active Fair Board member. This experience has broadened my knowledge and skills, which have been beneficial not only for the board, but have flowed over into other organizations in the community. Through my involvement in the board, I've combined my love of agriculture and community while being exposed to numerous education and service opportunities, and I would greatly appreciate continuing in this role. Additionally, I've recently joined the Big Sky Leadership Program that the Broadwater County Extension hosts. Although we are only a few sessions in, the program has already encouraged us to get involved and drive positive change within our county. I believe that by remaining on the board, I can apply the insights and skills I gained from this program, further enhancing my contributions. My skills and experiences can play a pivotal role in the ongoing success of the Broadwater County Fair and Open Class Show. I'm eager to continue supporting the fair and our local community. Sincerely, Taylor Snap. Any thoughts on Taylor's letter?
I would move to approve Taylor Snap to a 3-year term on the Fair Board.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve Taylor Snap for a 3-year term on the Fair Board. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? I will say, and I should have said this with Val's as well, because I was the commission liaison to the Fair Board for the past 2 years. They work really hard to bring things together on the fair, so I appreciate everybody who is continuing, their continued interest in serving on the board. There's a lot of good energy, and they do a lot of work to make that county fair happen for us. Seeing as there's no other public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Last letter for Fair Board is from Karen Noyes. To whom it may concern, I am writing to express my interest in renewing my 4-H representative position on the Broadwater County Fair Board. I've continued to be involved in all aspects of the Broadwater Fair and 4-H for over 25 years. I've served as the Broadwater County 4-H Council President for over 12 years. During that time, the 4-H program in Broadwater County has continued to grow in membership and available learning opportunities. I feel that knowledge and understanding of the 4-H program in Broadwater County is important when filling this position. I look forward to continuing to be a team player on the Fair Board. Thank you for considering my renewal for this position. Sincerely, Karen Noyes. Any comments or motion?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I would move to approve Karen Noyes to the Fair Board for a 3-year term.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve Karen Noyes for a 3-year term on the Fair Board. Any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay. have the Museum Board. This letter is from, excuse me, Keith Kirscher. Broadwater County Commissioners, I would like to be considered to continue as a member of the Museum Board in Broadwater County. And this would be for a 3-year term.
I would move to appoint Keith Kirscher for a 3-year term to the museum.
I second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to appoint Keith Kirscher for a 3-year term on the Museum Board. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes.
I will add that the museum board, I am the commission liaison, they do have more openings and are looking for more people for the museum. They meet once a month.
How many people are on that board, Debbie?
I want to say 7 right now,
okay.
6 or 7.
Okay. All right. We have, I'm going to jump to solid waste real quick, guys. Solid waste, we have 1 letter of interest. I believe that's because a term is expiring. This is from Kif Meyer. And please accept my request to remain on the solid waste board. And he was initially on a 1-year term. Mr. Gravely, do you know what his term would be? 3 years. Okay.
I would move to appoint Christopher Meyer, a 3-year term on the solid waste board.
I second that.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second to appoint Kif Meyer for a 3-year term on the solid waste board. Is there any public comment? Yes.
I apologize for sitting down and doing that, but yes, it is a 3-year term.
Okay, thank you. I saw you. You technically didn't speak. You just gave hand gestures. It was all right.
And I'm not sure you said your name.
Oh, that's true. Who are you?
You started it. You started this.
Jeez. All right. Let's see where
I
we're.
know you'll get even with me.
There's been a motion, second.
Yep.
We asked for public comment. Thank you. And I just accidentally lowered my chair. And I hate this thing. Sorry. All right. All in favor of continuing Kif Meyer's position on the solid waste board for a 3-year term, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, our last letter that we have is for the Mental Health Local Advisory Council.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
we have another one for the solid waste. Kathy,
No, she renamed.
did she?
Yes.
Oh,
At the
Yes.
meeting.
Yes. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't. But thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Thank
Sorry.
you. I was like, oh no, did I forget one? Okay, nope. Thank you.
You have LAC listed on here.
Yes, this one's for LAC.
Oh, okay.
This one is for LAC, and it's actually a letter of resignation. And because this board member has served for quite some time, Mary Ellen Schnur, she said, please accept this email as notice that I do not intend to serve this coming term as an executive member of the Broadwater County Mental Health Local Advisory Council. I have served continuously since the inception of the LAC. I would like to continue as an interested citizen, but not as a board member. Sincerely, Mary Ellen Schnur. And I was told that we needed to accept those formally, so
Yes.
that's why we're reading that one. So is there a motion?
I would move to accept Mary Ellen Schnur's resignation from the Mental Health LAC Board.
I second that.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second to accept Mary Ellen Schnur's resignation from the LAC Board. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Okay. Seeing as there's no public comment, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes. I'll remember at some point that I have to vote too.
Okay, I also have a letter for LAC.
From
You
Alex.
do? Oh, I didn't know
Alex.
that.
Yes, from Alex.
Jeez Louise. Okay. All right, we have a letter from Alex Potter for LAC. Sorry, Alex, for leaving you out. Dear Broadwater County Mental Health Local Advisory Council, here's why we didn't do this one right now, because the LAC hasn't approved it yet. They haven't recommended it yet.
Okay.
That's why we took it off. I think it was going to be addressed in the February meeting because they are having actually a working meeting today to kind of look at the structure and whatnot. So let's hold on to this one.
Okay, you also have on the list a Townsend Mosquito Board.
I don't know, Daleen, did she pull what she had from mosquito board?
Stacy Summer?
I don't have a letter from Stacy.
Oh, we
Jeez,
do.
I don't know how I don't have all these letters. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Good grief. Okay. Just kidding. Sorry. Okay. Stacy Summer, Townsend Mosquito Board. Dear board members, please consider myself, Stacy Summer, to continue to serve on the Townsend Mosquito Board. I have enjoyed my service to the board and would like to continue to serve our community. Will this be a 3-year term as well? Okay.
And I would just add, the Mosquito Board does not meet very often, but when they do, Jessica Bushnell, the coordinator, does a very good job. If there's no need for a meeting, we don't meet. So it is not a waste of your time. Probably have 3 or 4 meetings a year, and they are very educational, and she needs input from the board. So there's my plug to join the Mosquito Board.
It's light. It's a light lift.
It is.
And right now, all the commissioners are part of that board. but-
That's part of the reason I'm begging for people.
Yes, it would be nice if we'd have more citizens do it. Okay, did we do a motion on that one? Did I hear one?
No.
Okay, is there a motion?
I would move to appoint Stacy Summer for a 3-year term on the Townsend Mosquito Board.
Thank you for clarifying that.
I second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to appoint Stacy Summer for a 3-year term on the Townsend Mosquito Board. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none, all in favor, please say
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Thank you all for helping me through our board letters. Okay. All right. Done with agenda items. We're going to have a consent agenda. We're going to finish up claims. See, this is a payroll claim in the amount of $275,000. $275,042.58.
$275,042.
Yes, correct. 58 cents.
58 cents. I move to approve the payroll claim in the amount of $275,042.58.
I will second that.
It's been a motion and a second to approve payroll claims for $275,042.58. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion passes. Next one is claims in the amount of $7,120.88.
I would move to approve the claims in the amount of $7,120.88.
I second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve claims for $7,120.88. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Oh. This has Daryl's name on it. So I think this was before Christmas. Is
Just
that
cross
okay?
it out.
Okay.
Just write mine in.
Yeah. Right in.
Yeah, a couple of these do, Jesse.
Okay.
Okay, we have claims in the amount of $13,350.58.
I move to approve the claims in the amount of $13,350.58.
I'll second that.
There's been a motion and a second to approve claims for $13,350.58. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes. Okay, our last claim, $42,321.51.
I would move to approve the claims in the amount of $42,321.51.
I second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve claims for $42,321.51. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Hearing none? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, we have some mail. We keep these at the commission office. We've got stuff from Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. Just some information. You can stop by and read that if you're interested. And we also have something from FEMA regarding the LOMCs. There's been some updates to those. I believe these are requested. Letters of map change is what they are, and they are requested in most cases by the people, so people know who they are, but we are keeping this information on file, I believe, at the clerk and recorder's office as well. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else anybody would like to share? Do we have anything exciting coming up?
Oh, on the agenda, at the end of it, we post meetings, upcoming meetings, and they are subject to change. But Daleen just pointed out to me, on there it says Board of Health meeting January 13th. There is not going to be a Board of Health meeting.
No.
Solid waste.
Has it been canceled? And breaking news: solid waste meeting next week has been canceled.
Oh, it has?
It has.
Oh, all right. Breaking news. Okay. Is there a rescheduled time for that yet?
Then next week.
Just next one. Okay. Okay. Board of Health might be meeting on the 27th. They haven't confirmed that yet. We were trying for the 20th, realized it was Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
It's been,
So
it's been a hurdle. So,
that'll be on the next agenda.
okay.
We're still waiting to hear from the trust board, but that looks like that meeting might be canceled also. But
Okay.
we're still waiting to hear.
Yeah, it's a lot of housekeeping items in January for
Yeah.
everybody. So, I can't think of anything
Nope.
else. Okay. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
You did it.
Breaking news.